Geometry dash. Geometry. G. Do you mind? Geometry dash is hard, but it doesn't have to be. I'm going to show you everything I wish I knew in my first few hundred hours of Geometry Dash, so you can go from this to this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Lucky for you, I have compiled all of the basic information you need to know. If you're looking for something specific, here are the timestamps. Let's lay the ground rules. This game takes skill, not luck. Mashing the buttons won't get you far, and odds are you won't pass the tough part of the level by just trying to guess. Maybe you'll fluke a run from time to time, but that's not the norm and you shouldn't count on that to beat levels. It's as mental as it is physical. It might feel like your clicks are off or your timing isn't right, but it might be your setup going into it. Know what you're up against by understanding the layout and what's coming next. Consider the mechanics that end most of your runs and find levels to practice them specifically. Most importantly, know the mechanics of the game. I can't stress this enough. If you don't know what something is, or don't understand what it does, look it up. Interact with it until you do. Bonus tip, jump into the level editor and play around with it until it makes sense. Last but not least, playing frustrated won't lead to good progress. Let's start with the level components. There are 4 paths with different influences on your icon: magenta, yellow, red, and cyan. The first 3 launch your icon vertically different heights. Magenta launches a small height, slightly less than a regular jump. Yellow launches a medium height, and red launches a large height. Cyan is different because it will invert your gravity, flip you upside down, and send you that way at full speed. There are magenta, yellow, red, and cyan rings that act similarly: small height, medium height, large height, and inverted gravity. This time there are a few new ones, including the green dashed, black dashed, green pointer, and magenta pointer. The green dashed will invert your gravity like its cyan counterparts. However, the height you are launched depends on how quickly you are moving in the Y direction. Moving faster, big arc. Moving slower, small arc. The black dash will force you directly towards whatever gravity you are currently in. Moving downward, you'll hit the ground quicker. Moving upward, you'll hit the ceiling quicker. The green pointer will suspend your icon in midair and move you in a straight line along the x-axis until you let go or a stop trigger is reached. Don't worry, we'll talk about this later. The magenta pointer will also hold you in midair, but this time your gravity will be flipped when the button is released or the trigger is hit. Now let's watch a demo. Okay.
In some levels, you'll need to press 2 jump inputs at the same time to turn the green light into a regular jump. This is not always the case though.
Let's take another look. Next, we will look at portals. If you weren't aware, there are currently 7 different kinds of gameplay, each with their own color portal. Green is cube, pink is ship, red is ball, orange is UFO, purple is spider, white is robot, and blue is wave, in no particular order. Along with the gameplay portals, there are gravity portals that flip your active direction, mirror portals which make your icons move to the left instead of the right, dual portals which split your icon into 2 that are then played simultaneously, size portals which make you mini or large, and teleportation portals that let you, well, teleport. It's important to note that the effects of the gravity, mirror, and dual portals are activated when entering the blue version and turned off when entering the orange version. Also, portal effects are not stackable. Going through two large portals will not make you even larger, but they can be used together, changing size while in a duel. This leads to a lot of unique gameplay that you will encounter over time. Now let's watch a demo. Now for triggers. No, not that kind of trigger. These are blocks used in the level editor that affect what happens to your icon. They are not always visible in game, but it is important to know what they do. D makes it so that the wave cannot be damaged from the top or bottom blocks. J stops the cube from jumping a second time while holding down mouse click, the up arrow, or spacebar. S stops your motion while in the pointer or dash rings, and H cancels any damage received overhead while using the cube, robot, or spider. Last but not least, the miscellaneous. The other parts. Speed markers increase or decrease your speed by different grid units per second. Blue is 10.386 grid units per second. Green is 12.914 grid units per second. Pink is... forget that. Blue is fast, green is faster, pink is fasterer, and red is fasterer. Oh, and yellow slows you down. Then there are pickups, which include keys, hearts, potions, and skulls. These can be decorative or act as triggers in the level. Finally, we have collectibles in the form of varied coins. These are special completion items which aren't necessary to grab, but they will unlock some levels, icons, and be used to flex on your friends. Now let's talk about the practice mode. This is your bread and butter, your holy grail, your knight in shining armor. Use this to break down harder levels into more digestible pieces, to increase your repetitions at harder segments, see all parts of a level, and decrease your nerves. Press the Z key to place a checkpoint. You will now spawn here instead of the beginning. If you place a bad checkpoint and need to get rid of it, hit the X key. Pro tip: don't use auto checkpoints and consider using fast practice reset to save time in the long run. If you're tired of this music, consider downloading the Mega Hack. No, it's not cheating as long as you're honest. It's an incredibly useful tool that lets you slow down levels, turn on hitboxes, and even no-clip certain parts to showcase an area. Oh, and you'll get all the icons, colors, and shop items. Plus, you can listen to the level's actual music instead of this. Here are some final tips from my community. 1. Don't make large jumps. It's tempting to beat a level and then make a run at the next big demon, but slow down. There's no need to rush, and it's essential that you see all the mechanics and build a strong foundation first. Start with the game-provided levels, get to know the different difficulties, and once you're ready, look at the Geometry Dash Demon Progression List, or GDDP for short. This helps you work through tiers of difficulty, and it even shows you what the main components of the level are. Plus, it provides a ladder system to track your achievements. 2. Make more levels. It may not be your cup of tea, but making your own allows you to see missing pieces in your gameplay and visualize why certain areas play the way they do. Who knows? Maybe you'll even like it. 3. Watch creators like myself and all the other great people in this community. Players are constantly beating new hardest levels, teaching you how to create things, and pushing the boundaries every single day. There's a lot to learn from them, and it's also fun to see where this game can take you. 4. Quick start tips. Pick icons you like first and foremost, and then consider if their thickness will have a visual impact on how you play. This is a very mental part of the game and may slightly impact your performance. Also toy around with the use of the spacebar, up arrow, mouse, and a combination of the bunch to achieve your most comfortable gameplay that allows you to click quickly. 5. Last but certainly not least, have fun. It's a video game, and above all else, you're here to have a good time. Make some friends, impress yourself, and join some awesome communities. That's all I have for now. If I missed anything, please let me know because I'm always learning, and maybe there will be enough content for a part 2. I also want to hear about your journey, so leave a comment below and let's get better together. I'll see you around.